What's up, YouTube? This is Sports Negro, and this week I'm here to give you some NBA fantasy tips. We're going to start with the number 1 and number 2 picks that have been going off the board like, I don't know. They've just been going off the board. Number 1, KD, and number 2, LeBron. They're really interchangeable. If you have the number 1 or number 2 picks, you cannot go wrong with picking either one of these players. I would go with LeBron just because he can give you over 25 points a game, over 6 assists, and over 6 rebounds. So that's a great way to get your team started. No taking away from KD. He's a great scorer. You cannot go wrong. He gives you 30-plus points. But if you just want an overall great performance, you would go with LeBron. Number 3 would normally be Kevin Love. But as I've just heard recently that Kevin Love is out 5 or 6 weeks with a broken hand. So it looks like his draft stock is going to be going down. Normally I would say that he's a walking double-double, but with this injury, it looks like that's gonna just go down a little bit. So we're gonna go to the next person on my list, who at power forward is very underrated, LaMarcus Aldridge, and I think now he's a leader. He's been averaging 20 points a game, 8 plus rebounds. So just his starting 5. They have good overall stats, and either way, you cannot go wrong with picking these players. I think you will win a lot of games going into the season. So it really all depends on what pick you get, but I've made it so that no matter what pick that you get, you should be able to pick up most of these players, if not all of them. So here we go. I started at point guard. Point guard, I would go with Rajon Rondo. He's basically the leader of the Celtics now. Now that KG is kind of getting old and tired, and so is Paul Pierce. He's getting ready to retire as well. So it's Rondo's team, and he will give you double-double on a daily basis. Though his shooting is a little down, it could be better than it should be, but you cannot go wrong with Rondo. He'll give you a triple-double some games. You never know. He's really a wild card out there, so look out for him. He's going to be on the draft boards He's going to be on the draft boards for a long time, and so you just got to keep a watch over on him. He's ranked number 45. That's way too low for Rondo this season, so pick him up, and he's going to have a great season this year. As shooting guard, I have 2 players, either Kevin Martin or Monte Ellis. Both of these players are high usage players. Monte Ellis, he takes a lot of shots. He makes a lot of shots. He averages 20-plus points a game. And I think with the Milwaukee Bucks, even though they will lose a lot of games, he will be scoring. He will be their main scoring option next to Brandon Jennings. Kevin Martin as well. Kevin Martin was averaging 17 points a game, 4 assists. If I'm wrong, you can, punch the Sports Negro. But they're both good shooting guard options. If you do not have high picks, like for example, I got the number 7 pick, and I couldn't get LeBron or KD that I wanted. So I picked up on those 2, and they're going to be good usage players. As small forward, it's kind of a toss-up. Like, if you have a high pick, toss-up, LeBron, KD. You can't go wrong. But if you don't, you better pick up Carmelo Anthony. I'm not lying. He is going to be underrated this year. He's going to have a big year. Coming off the Olympics, He went on fire in the Olympics, so I expect him to have a big year on the court this year. Um, he might blow it in the playoffs like he always does, but hey, I have nothing against the Knicks. Um, but he's going to go off, and he's a high usage player. He's going to give you 20 plus points a night, maybe a low on the assists range, but he's a high usage player, and you're going to get great overall stats from him. At power forward, like I said, LaMarcus Aldridge is a great pickup. He's going to be ranked. He's ranked pretty low on Yahoo Sports basketball, fantasy basketball. So if you can pick him up, that would be great. He's easy double almost every game. But if you can't pick him up, make sure you pick up Josh Smith, because Joe Johnson has been traded, which means it is Josh Smith's team to lose. He has to improve on his shooting. He's already a great rebounder. He dunks out of this world. He gets blocks, so he's going to be highly used this year. He's going to be highly used this year in Atlanta, so watch out for him. He's going to be in between them round 2, round 3 kind of players. So if you could pick him up early or late, if you could pick him up late, that would be great. But he's probably going to get off the board early, so maybe pick him up. As for centers, I have 3 players. Centers, if you don't get Dwight Howard or Andrew Bynum, you would have to get basically centers that are out of their position a little bit. Like the 3 centers that I have are DeMarcus Cousins, Roy Hibbert, who's a traditional center, but I put him on this list, and KG. DeMarcus Cousins, though he's a wild card, he does produce. He does give you double-doubles on a nightly basis, even though he is undersized. He doesn't play any defense whatsoever, so you're not going to get any blocks, but you are going to get great field goal percentage because he's in the paint all the time. He has great footwork. Other than that, you probably will be able to pick him up in the 5th or 6th or 7th rounds. You never know. Roy Hibbert, he will probably be off a little bit earlier than DeMarcus Cousins, but Roy Hibbert is a great traditional center. Last year he was the All-Star. He gives you double-doubles. They like to throw it in the post in Indiana. What can I say about Roy Hibbert? He's ugly. I mean, not as ugly as in his face, but his game is kind of ugly. But he will give you stats. He will give you great field goal percentage. And then KG. What can I say about KG? The man is old. The man is old, but he still produces. But this year, it looks like his minutes are going to digress because he has so many minutes on his knees. So watch out for that. If you do get KG, make sure you have a backup plan, so you don't have to really, because there's going to be some nights that he does not play. So you have to have a great backup plan if you have KG. So as I talk about backup plans, I'm going to go straight into my good backup plan fantasy basketball players. All right, for point guards, we have Kyrie Irving, Ty Lawson, and Mike Conley. These 3 players, they're all pretty short. But Kyrie Irving, he's coming off his rookie season. He's going to have, I think his assists will go up as well as his points. Last season, he averaged 17 points a game. So I expect both of them to go up. Shooting guards, I have 2 people. I have Lou Williams and Klay Thompson, who will be sleepers. If you notice this video, I did not talk about the Lakers, nor did I talk about Kobe Bryant. Why is that? Fantasy basketball is about the stats, not the team. The only person that I really think will put up really high stats is probably Dwight Howard and Kobe. And both of those players will be off the board quick, so there's no need to talk about it. And then the last thing I have is the main rookie to look out for. You know, you have the Austin Rivers and you have the Anthony Davis, but one rookie to really watch out for, and I'm gonna really plan on picking up this year, is Damian Lillard of the Portland Trailblazers. He's a pure scorer. When he went to Weber State, he averaged over 21 points a game. I expect him to be doing the same here into a Trailblazers squad that's really looking for some leadership. Next to LaMarcus Aldridge, he will be great. I think this year he'll probably get around the 15-point range. That's really stretching it for a rookie, but I believe that he can do it. He'll give you 2 or 3 threes a game. He's very aggressive, so watch out for him. So this is Sports Negro giving you fantasy basketball tips. I hope this was helpful, but if not, fuck you. Random music note, Cabin Fever 2 is out. Wiz Khalifa, go download that. And that's Sports Negro, and I'm out. Bow.
That's all the fuck I do, man.
Holiday season.
Work my motherfucking ass off.
Holiday season.
Smoking, drinking, smoking, drinking, smoking, drinking, smoking, drinking, smoking, drinking, smoking, drinking, smoking, drinking.